There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to learn more? Okay, yes. Here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. Wait, no matter how many weak spots... Oh, okay. Yeah, so this is the part where the weak spots come in, where I have to choose the right one. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they say, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important because your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are lies and contradictions. Alright, fuck. So what are we trying to figure out? Fuck! The bathroom door frame? Oh yeah, only me and her knew about it. Okay, wait, let's see. Wait,
the incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Okay.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door, because Sayaka had locked it.
And finally, the culprit had Sayaka cornered.
To finish the job, they stabbed her with the kitchen knife.
It was you, wasn't it, Makoto? Admit it. We already know the answer.
So, was it the breaking down part?
The incident took place. Sayaka was first, she then fled into the...
Then the killer ran after, and they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door, because Sayaka had locked it.
And finally, the culprit had Sayaka cornered.
So was it the last one?
To finish the job.
It was you! We already know the answer.
Is it the last one?
The incident took
That
place
she
in
locked
Makoto's
it?
room.
She didn't
Sayaka
lock
was first
it,
attacked
right?
in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran.
Yeah, that's what I just said! I just said that! Shh, don't give me answers! Shh, I just said it! Shh.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all,
I just said it gets stuck. I just said it gets stuck, and only
right?
me and her knew that. And it doesn't have locks. I know.
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yep, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door, that's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know the door was actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime that they didn't know was the crime took place in my room. They didn't know was, yeah.
I got it!
Okay, I was making sure I'd read that right.
Must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was?
It's alright.
Inconceivable!
It's alright, Squeaky Bee. Not mine.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms. Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through!
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Yes, it's Troy's sister.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you, motherfucker.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well then, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
You haven't talked to him in years, really?
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you
don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
Shut up, Leon. Shut the fuck up.
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That answer's right there. There's no way Psycho would let someone in because... Where is the evidence? What would the... The fuck? What the... So... I was just talking about her death. That's just the struggle. The swords. Wait, there's no way she would let someone in. Cause she's, what, I'm assuming it's the swapped rooms option because, fuck. What if I'm wrong? Ugh. It had to be the swapped rooms options. We swapped rooms. Wait. Does that one switching rooms? Wait. Oh, wait. This is name, no. This? Fuck, I'm just gonna do it. I don't know.
I got it!
I don't know.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember?
Yeah.
That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Yeah, okay, I was right. I was just making sure.
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility? I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil, and these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room. Huh? Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't.
But of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Sayaka wrote it.
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Oh my god.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Yes, mommy.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Oh god. Please. What do you have to say, mommy? So what is the dorm nameplates? Alright, talk. So
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
what? There's only two. Killer went to Sayaka's room instead of my room, and the only reason for that is it has to be because of what got switched between mine and Sayaka's room, so the nameplates. But which one do I pick?
Sayaka
Wait.
and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
It
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So it's then they would have gone to...
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if...
Wait, I'm on crack. Hold on a minute. So I'm trying to... So... I'm trying to think. Wait. It said my room, right? That's what the note said. Like, because I'm trying to think. The nameplates were switched that night? No, because, like, Makoto woke up, and he's like, why are their nameplates swapped after? So, I'm trying... Wait. So, yeah, it was swapped after. It wasn't swapped on the same night. If you say the My Room statement is wrong, you are saying the note didn't say my... Yeah. So I'm saying it's the other one then, right? Because I'm trying to... Yeah, I was like, I didn't understand the My Room thing, but then it's because she was staying in... Because the other statement says she was staying in Makoto's room. Wait, what? Wait, okay, wait. They're trying to figure out why they visited Sayaka in Makoto's room, right? But... Wait, what? Why am I... The note said my room. Thank you for the follow, Zaria. I appreciate it, thank you. So... The note said my room. But the thing is that makes no sense, is that there was no... The nameplates weren't swapped at that point, right? I'm just confused. I'm pretty sure it's the other option, but I think I'm not understanding, because I swear Makoto was saying, why are the nameplates swapped all of a sudden? Unless she did it after... Like, Sayaka, I guess, did it. She swapped it... So...
They would not have any...
It certainly would seem that way.
Sayaka and Makoto got in the note. It specifically says... I see. Then they would have gone to Sayaka.
Exactly. The room that Makoto
right?
was staying...
No, that's wrong.
I'm still confused, but I think that's what I'm supposed to hit. Fuck?
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
Okay, I'm just like, I don't understand. I'm just like having a stroke.
Switched? That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves.
I think I'm just having a stroke, maybe. I'm not sure. I think I just didn't understand what they were talking about. I don't know.
As a result,
anyway.
the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right.
Okay, then who did it?
Shut up. Wouldn't it be Sayaka then? This was the thing I was saying. The first are always confusing for the blind. Let's players, you just get used to how the game wants you to think. So yeah, it was Sayaka, right? She changed it, right? Am I what? Am I thinking this right? Wasn't it Sayaka that did it then? Because she also grabbed the knife.
I got it!
I guess.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just the two of us in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get in the wrong one. Okay, yeah.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt. So why didn't I use this? Wait, so when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt. So do I show her wrist or do I show the fucking sword? When you look at her wrist, there's no doubt. So I show the wrist, I guess, right? Okay, whatever, I'm just gonna... Wait, no, I meant to...
I got it!
Okay. I'm assuming you have to show the wrist because it's talking about the wrist.
All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room and what led to Sayaka's death, that's what needs to make clear. A bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Oh god, again. Are you getting used to the non-stop debates? I don't know. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. Multiple truth bullets. So it's like multiple sentences that have have them, but you choose one in that one sentence out of the multiple in that one statement or some shit. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute the statement. Wait, right? True. Wait, what? Oh. Wait, what? So the truth, isn't the truth bullet the thing I shoot? So I just have to shoot the right weak spot? Isn't that all it's saying, but it's saying it really weird? Or... Am I okay? I don't know what's happening. Am I doing it right, Muffin, or am I thinking it right, or is it something else? Having a stroke. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage. Wait, what? You can press the Q key to rotate the cylinder to choose which bullet to fire? Wait. Press and release the Q key to cycle through each bullet. What the fuck? You can use the mount, or you can use... By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, 3 bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to... Wait. For our purposes this time? What? What? What is happening? I don't understand. I don't know what's going on. Oh my god. I don't like this. I figure it. Oh wait. Sword sheath, kitchen knife set.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
The person with the sword really did attack first. There's no explanation for how a certain part of the sword got damaged. Oh, it was... It's the sheath. The sheath was damaged with, like, knife stabbing. So then wouldn't it be that?
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's...
So she tried to fight. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
What? So was it like the first one then?
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword.
Grabbed the sword?
And that's when the first blow was dealt.
Yeah, okay.
A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono.
So she tried to fight. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her.
Am I like, wait, I'm trying to think, wait. So, he attacked first. Okay, so if the question is who attacked first, person with the knife or the sword? Well, then wouldn't it be she attacked with the kitchen knife first because the sheath had a bunch of knife wounds in it, or like the sheath had a bunch of knife stabbings in it. That means he would have had to defend himself, right? But then I'm just confused what to click on. So then it wouldn't be that after she tried to defend herself, right? That part maybe? I have to read it again, but
And they killed her.
And that's exactly what happened. When the fighting broke, the culprit, and that's when the first
sword-based sneak attack.
Okay, so that's that, I'm pretty sure.
She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden.
But then the culprit took that.
But then, So yeah, it would be the first one then, because technically they're saying that he attacked first, but then she's following up saying that, like, you know, she fought back. But it would be the first one that's wrong because he didn't attack first. So I'm assuming it's that. I'm assuming it's that one.
And that's exactly what happened. When the fighting the culprit,
And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
I think, right?
No, that's wrong.
Right? I don't know.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched.
Yeah.
See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere.
Thank you for the follow. I love you, dogs. I appreciate it.
Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Is she the one that was trying to kill them first? Is that what it was? Something, I don't know.
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Part of her body that shows she never used the sword? You wanted to use a sword, which part of your body would have to touch it? Her broken wrist? Wait, what? If you wanted to use a sword, which part of your body would have to touch it? Yeah, right? Her broken wrist, right? I mean, technically your wrist, like, when you're holding a sword, your wrist isn't touching the sword, but no, it is. It is, right?
Shoot.
Wait, no, wait, what? Wait, what? What? Her palms then? What the fuck?
I got it!
Okay, whatever.
You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
Well, the other answers just seemed weird. Like, the palms thing, yeah, but I don't know, whatever.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the
Listen,
handle.
I'm supposed to be asleep right now. I also have thumbnails to do, so I don't want to hear it.
It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Toko, what is your problem?
No, that's not it at all.
Oh, wait a sec, I watched the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens to the bathrooms at nighttime. The water was off.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Oh, my.
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheets with the kitchen knife was...
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Thank you for the follow, Hex. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to...
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument! You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it! Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery.
Yes, Mommy, I will. Thank you, Mommy.
If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over.
Trust me, I've been known who it is. I've been wanting to say it, but it's not giving me any option. I know, Mommy. I know. Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. I mean, dumbass, yes there is. Your argument, dying message. Oh yeah, okay. Word.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Oh, there is.
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we've found up to this point. One more.
Do we really have time for all that?
Die!
Oh my god, okay.
If we don't do something, we're all gonna die!
There's still no clues, I'm sure of it. It's like a... So there's no clues, there is though. Right?
It's
so
easy just to say, hey, but there just aren't any more clues, right?
Very well. Then let's review all the clues
No,
we
okay,
found.
so it's the other one. Okay, I was just making sure.
Don't do something!
So yeah, he's saying that there's no more clues up, but there is.
It's easy just to say, hey, but there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong. There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining, wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Yeah, there is. The first second I saw it, I literally fucking saw what it said. I literally been seeing it.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
No question unless I wrote it, and I can prove it. Nothing yet. It's fine.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure, I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean?
Hey,
My
Chihiro,
numbers.
you're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Right, Kyoko? That's what I'm saying, baby girl. Listen, we understand each other. I know, baby.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just, look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now...
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth...
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn, it's no use, I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Listen, Kyoko, listen, I've been known. This character's fucking stupid, but I've been known, baby. Listen, I got this. Don't worry about me. I got this, please. I know it's fucking Leon's stupid ass. Listen, it's fine. I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Show me the name. Show me the name right now. Show me the name. Go ahead. Go ahead. Show me the name. Show me the name. Oh, okay. Oh. Hi, bitch. How you doing?
Here's my answer.
Bitch.
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N, or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all.
Tell him, Kyoko, baby, do it. Tell him to fuck off.
She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
So wanted it just be, oh, the incinerator? Right? Wait. That's the thing I found on the ground in front of the, oh, in front of the, okay. Right? Oh wait, fuck.
I got it!
Okay.
You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they
How'd
must
she
have
know that
gotten
though? We never
some of
told her.
blood on them.
Or did we? I don't remember if we told her or not.
And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked.
Oh, she did her own? I'm telling you, she knows everything. She must be like the ultimate investigator or something, or some random shit, because she fucking knows everything. Like, literally, she knows everything.
Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burned remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. When or how? How? How, I guess, right? Because how? Yeah, how would make more sense, right? I'm thinking, because how? Okay, so, like, how would be... Like, how did they end up getting to the incinerator if Haifu had the key? But when? The time of day doesn't matter, because I think he does it no matter what, so it has to be that. It's gotta be that.
I got it!
Yeah.
If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
That's wrong. There's no way to use incinerator being able to open the cleaning duty, and that's exactly what proves Leon is the real killer. Which is